today. From Los Angeles, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
Henry again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. A first down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Operating from the gun, Conley. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away. Henry up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his...
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Off play action. Conley being chased out left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Back to throw. Conley flushed out right. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Oh, the slant complete to Michael Thomas. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to try and do this himself. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Conley flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Henry. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Conley steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own.
He's up to 11 rushing touchdowns now on the season after scoring on the ground on that previous. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
3rd down and 1. Operating from the gun. Conley eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The Ravens sit 7-8 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. A pivot and a give to Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker. but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Throwing to start the drive. Conley buying time to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
They begin with Henry.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Throwing again. Conley flushed out right.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Off the play fake. Conley. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Henry again on 2nd down.
trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chain.
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now a handoff to Henry.
83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Rolling to his left.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Conley. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Conley. And this is caught at the 8. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you.
Remember, he took it in from a yard out the last time they had it. And looked to put together his...
On the counter, it's Henry.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Back to throw. Conley eluding the pressure right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 10.
They'll run it again with Henry.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Conley escaping the pressure right. That is caught, and he's got this down to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup, And on this play, he finds him.
About 5 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on third down.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go. He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment. The first time ever, as you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Dances by him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
Operating from the gun, Conley.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard.
Off the bootleg, Conley slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, That defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Off play action. Conley dancing to his left.
And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Operating from the gun. Conley flushed out right. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
A first down carry for Henry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Inside handoff, Henry shoves him aside.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Henry up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
This was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Baltimore,
they get back to 500 at 8-8 with 1 game remaining.
so that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You've got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him, over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. The Ravens at 8-8 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
On 1st and 10, Conley flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give to Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was...
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You look at this Steeler defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Looking to throw. Conley forced out to his left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Off the play fake. Conley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They'll run with Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw on 2nd down. Conley being chased out left.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. On 1st down, Conley eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football?
He had a rushing touchdown on their previous drive, and that's his 14th of the season. That actually draws him long.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Off play action. Conley escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Flowers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Henry out of the pistol.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Flushed out right. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Gets past one man, and they'll get this down to the 10.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Conley, flush to his right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Alex Highsmith able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll buy some time right.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Conley buying time to his left. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Running from the gun with Henry.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Now 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Conley, the quick slant caught.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We start with two teams who are only about 90 miles apart as the crow flies. Motown versus rock and roll. Detroit heading east and over Lake Erie to take on Cleveland. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass to his favorite target, Amon-Ra St. Brown. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. 3 touchdown passes there for Trevor Lawrence. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Caleb Williams, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that.
There he goes, right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Throwing on first down. Conley eluding the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Conley sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Back to throw again. Steps away. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They begin with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Off the play fake. Conley dancing to his left. Thomas brings it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Conley forced out to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
The Ravens ready to take over. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
123 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Now a handoff to Henry. Gets around him. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Conley being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
They run over center with Mitchell. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the 4th quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
Steps away to his left.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw. Conley flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention that they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Inside handoff, Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Conley buying time to his left. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Henry again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Conley, flush to his right. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Ravens offense back out there. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And taken down just shy of the 40. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. So they came in here facing a very tall task, going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team season.
So for the Ravens, they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often. And they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Running from the gun with Henry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, You can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
It took him down in the backfield with those instincts.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on third down, Conley eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be fourth down as well. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Still going. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least.
They've got it with a 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. Conley. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Henry up the middle.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
On 1st down, Conley escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Again to Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
On 3rd down, Conley on the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Throwing on 1st down. Conley. Oh, look. Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Off play action. Conley flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding it at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's going to try and take off with it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That second down play, that's a -4. So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal. Here's Henry. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Off the play fake. Conley flush to his right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Flowers. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Operating from the gun. Conley. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Rolling to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
Looking to throw on second down. Conley eluding the pressure right. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off the bootleg. Conley escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Conley forced out to his left. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.